I am Judge Light Tajiri Bay, in propria persona sui juris, in proprio and in proprio heredes. I am both Aboriginal and indigenous to the lands of North, South, Central America, and the adjoining islands. I present myself as we and the Moorish American people as we are here to proclaim, declare, and enforce the supreme laws of the land. We speaks for us. We present ourselves and no one represents us. We speak with one voice. We are the executors, ministers, claimants, trustees, and beneficiaries of our own vast estate. Today we speak the law by affidavit, and unrebutted affidavit stands as law. This affidavit of corporate death penalty is proof of death, revocation of all corporate charters, and revocation of all corporate trusts in all capital letters. We are the natural, divine, aboriginal, indigenous people who are the de jure National Republic federal government at North America. We are the law, and we are the heirs to the earth's largest estate. We are the descendants of the Pharaohs of Kemet and of the ancient Moabites and Canaanites. We are in propria persona sui juris at all times. We are in proprio solo and in proprio heredes, and we are exercising all of our rights at this time and at all points in time. The penalty of lying in commerce, Moorish American people are not dead, and hereby proclaim that we are alive. Our Moorish American nationality in our hearts and on our proof. We are not commercial corporations, and corporations to include those who have acted unlawfully using corporate NOM DEGUERRE in order to unlawfully claim the living body of the living beings of the Moorish Americans currently being held in all institutions are hereby set free. I pronounce and proclaim immediate corporate death to all NOM DEGUERRE Wardship Names issued by all corporations. We hereby pronounce death to all corporations in capital letters, and we hereby revoke and abolish all corporate charters in all capital letters on our land. All commerce done on our land will be done by lawful companies and not by unlawful corporations in all capital letters. The said companies which shall do commerce on our land will have their binding charters as the Treaty of Friendship, 1786 and 1836, and the Constitution for the United States, 1789 and 1791, and the Declaration of Independence, 1776, and all documents that are part of the said treaty and Constitution. All companies are to begin paying taxes on all commerce directly to the de jure unincorporated Moorish National Republic federal government. The said companies which shall do commerce have as their binding charters the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1786 and 1836, the Constitution for the United States, 1789 and 1791, and the Declaration of Independence, 1776, and all documents that are a part of the said treaty and Constitution. These are to begin paying taxes on all commerce directly to the de jure unincorporated Moorish National Republic federal government immediately. Further, we hereby pronounce and proclaim and declare that all corporate trusts on our land are hereby abolished forever. All companies and all commerce are now the national trust of the people who are the said de jure Moorish National Republic federal government. This lawful affidavit serves as proof of death, for all NOM DEGUERRE Wardship Names, and shall be used as sufficient proof of death to support the immediate payment of all credits to the living Moorish American people and immediate payment of all obligations nunc pro tunc to the Moorish American people as stated in 31 U.S.C. 3128, proof of death to support payment. A finding of death made by an officer, of which the Moorish American Nationals are officers, the only legitimate officers on our land, and the only lawful officers on our land. A finding of death made by an officer or employee of the United States government, authorized by law to make the finding, is sufficient proof of death to allow credit in the accounts or accountable to the accountable official of the Department of the Treasury in a case involving the transfer, exchange, reissue, redemption, or payment of obligations of the government, including obligations guaranteed by the government, for which the Secretary of the Treasury, and actually it is now the Treasurer who acts as transfer agent. All payments due to the Moorish American Nationals are now due in gold and silver, lawful coinage, and shall be delivered directly to the said Moorish National Republic federal government as implicated in this document. Any and all corporations have 30 days from February 21st, 2019 to properly and lawfully rebut this affidavit on the public record directly to the Moorish American people, point for point, and if not, this affidavit will stand as the supreme law of the land. This document is signed by the judges of the Supreme Judicial Council, who are Aboriginal, indigenous, natural, divine living beings, and they are the Moorish National Republic federal government and the Moorish American Consulate. So are the people. All Moorish American Nationals are part and parcel of their government. This document will be sent to Jovita Carranza, who is for her fulfillment of it. It bears the seal and sign of the Moorish National Republic federal government and the Moorish American Consulate. No one speaks for us, we speak for ourselves. No corporation will ever speak for the Moorish American Nationals and the Moorish Americans at North America. Article 6 of the Constitution states, all debts contracted and engagements entered into before the adoption of this Constitution shall be valid against the United States under this Constitution as under the Confederation. This Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made, or which shall be made, under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. Anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary, notwithstanding. We have the signatures of the Moorish American Nationals here at North America, who are standing up and governing autonomously. We have awakened from our carefully calculated sleep and are enforcing the said supreme laws of the land. All foreign occupiers are commanded to do the same. You will enforce the supreme laws of the land, notwithstanding any other state laws that are not in alignment with the supreme law of the land. All foreign occupiers are commanded to enforce the supreme laws of the land, or you will be sentenced as an enemy combatant of the de jure American people in our Article 3 de jure Moorish American consular courts. We declare peace on our land, and all who disrupt the peace will be punished. So says our ancestors. All punishments are at the hands of our ancestors who have returned to assist us here on our land. And in the language of our ancestors, per Matthew 18:18. Amin dico vobis, que cum que allegaverites superterum erunt legata et in quello, que cum que sol veritas superterum erunt soluto et in quello. And we say our spells 3 times. Amen dico vobis, que cum que allegaveritis superterum erunt legata et in quello, que cum que sol veritas superterum erunt soluto et in quello. Amen, amen dico vobis, que cum que allegaveritis superterum erunt legata et in quello, sol veritas superterum erunt soluto et in quello. And with that, we leave you.